So, guys, hot off the press. I just saw this news item on NBC News Online where it says Jay Z has been accused in a civil lawsuit of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. So Jay-Z has responded with a lengthy statement calling the allegations idiotic. So far, the accuser is anonymous. So the article says Jay-Z, the star rapper and entrepreneur whose real name is Sean Carter, was accused in a lawsuit Sunday of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly along with Sean Diddy Combs. The anonymous accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, said the assault happened after she was driven to an MTV Video Music Awards after party. The federal lawsuit was originally filed in October in the Southern District of New York, listing Combs as the defendant. It was refiled Sunday to include Carter. Texas-based attorney Tony Busby, who filed the lawsuit, did not comment. Carter issued a lengthy statement on Sunday evening calling the allegations idiotic and alleging that Busby was engaged in unprofessional behavior. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? Carter said in a statement to NBC News. These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. Busby has filed several lawsuits in recent months. All have withheld their complainants' names, accusing Combs of assault and rape. This is the first suit in which he has named another high-profile defendant. In a statement, legal representatives for Combs called the suits shameless publicity stunts, designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lives spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never SA'd or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor, the statement read. Federal prosecutors in New York criminally charged Combs in September with racketeering, trafficking, and other offenses. And he is behind bars at the Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after he was denied bail for a third time last month. His trial is scheduled for May 5th. Prosecutors said in a court hearing last month that they are in the process of potentially bringing more charges against Combs in a superseding indictment. Before Sunday's lawsuit was refiled, Carter received a letter from plaintiff's counsel requesting a mediation to resolve this matter, Busby wrote in the suit. NBC News has seen that letter. In response to the letter, Busby wrote in the suit, Carter filed his own lawsuit against the accuser's attorneys. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same, Carter added in his statement. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. The lawsuit claims that in 2000, when Jane Doe was 13, Combs and Carter raped her at a house party after the MTV Video Music Awards in New York. The lawsuit says a friend dropped her off at the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall. She did not have a ticket, and she approached various limousine drivers to try to gain access to the show or an after party. One driver, the lawsuit says, told her that he worked for Combs and that she fit what Diddy was looking for. He invited her to a party after the show and told her to return to his car later in the evening after he transported Carter and Combs, the suit says. Later, the driver picked her up, the suit says, and after 20 minutes, they arrived at a white house with a U-shaped driveway, the suit says. She had to sign a document she believed was a non-disclosure agreement on arrival and did not receive a copy to enter the party, which the suit says was filled with celebrities and people doing marijuana and cocaine. She was offered a drink that made her feel woozy, lightheaded, and felt like she needed to lie down, the suit says, and she went into a room to rest. Shortly afterward, the suit says, Combs and Carter entered the room with Combs saying, "You are ready to party." That's when she alleges Carter removed her clothes, held her down, and raped her while Combs and an unnamed female celebrity watched. She says Combs also raped her as Carter and the woman looked on. The suit says that she was able to resist being forced to perform oral on Combs by hitting him in the neck and that he stopped. After the alleged assault, the suit says, she grabbed her clothes and left. She made her way to a gas station where she called her father. The accuser is seeking unspecified damages. The lawsuit is filed under New York's Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act. My only heartbreak is for my family, Carter said in the statement. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty of greedy people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable, Carter added. Now, let's see how this is going to play out in the media and if there is any truth to this. And as he rightly says, this should have been filed in a criminal court because, this would be statutory rape and not just a civil suit, because it seems as if this person is only filing the suit for monetary gains. So let's see how this plays out in court. Catch you later. So I'll be reading Jay-Z's response, which was put out by his company Rock Nation. So his response is, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a quote in quotation lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So, no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine? Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes of honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. And this was posted on X, so you guys can find the article there. So let us see what is going to happen with Jay-Z and this case.